My dear student, it is very much important to identify the right fit of the job. If you would not be able to identify the right fit of the job, obviously it can be a serious problem. It is also the part of interview preparation. The right fit. We have to discuss one of the very small case study to explain that how to identify the right fit and what are the different indicators which can tell about the right fit. Jack had just interviewed 3 applicants for the customer services representative in his company opening at a large retail store where he works. So there is a position of a customer service representative. Jack is an interviewer and the name of the company or the sector of the company is the large retail store. All 3 met the basic requirements of the job and appeared capable of performing the essential function of the job. All 3 candidates are well capable. They can perform the job duties in a wonderful way. They can be, as it is mentioned in the job description, that these people are very much good and they can do the job in good way. But something is bothered Jack about each of them. What are those things which bothered Jack? Number 1, the first applicant had a great deal of relevant experience and demonstrated a thorough understanding of the job duties. This guy has a very good experience. He can know about the job in a very best way. He can understand the job duties. There was no doubt in Jack's mind that she could do the job. Why there is no doubt? Because Jack knows that this person can perform the job duty well because he can understand all the major job duties which he needs to perform in the organization. What bothered him was a nagging sensation that she would resist adjusting to a new environment and would fail to work in concern with other representative. This is the only thing which bothered Jack, that this girl is very good in performing the job duties. He can understand the job duties in the best way, but there's a problem of her adjustment in a new work environment and her problem to fail to work in concern with other representatives. So this thing bothered Jack. So he then looked at the second applicant. The second applicant was the least experienced but indicated a great willingness to learn and work hard. The experience of the guy is not that much, but that person is very much willing to learn new jobs. He is very much willing to learn new skills and he wants to work hard in the organization. He was pleasant enough, but Jack had troublesome image of him reporting to Eliza in charge of the department. So during the interview, the applicant had indicated that his former job, there had been a slight verbal altercation between himself and another employee, a woman, and his boss, also a woman, had taken sides against him. What this thing indicated about the applicant? He felt there had been some gender bias involved. Because this guy has to report to a boss, her name is Eliza, and Eliza is also is a female as his previous boss. So it is a problem of a gender bias that whether this person would be adjusted in his new department or would not be able to adjust it in his new department. So it is quite tricky thing for the Jack. Number 3, applicant had a sufficient degree of experience. There is no issue of in his experience. Jack had no trouble picturing her working alongside the other representatives and taking direction from Eliza. So what troubled him was that she didn't seem interested in doing anything beyond what was expected. Because it is a very negative thing that you are giving someone a job and someone is not interested to job beyond that particular point. So there was no willingness to pitch in and help the other representatives. So it is not a job of a person to do their own work. It is also a job of a person to work in a team. It is also a responsibility of a person to help others representative in the job, which is often required during the company's peak holiday season. When the holiday season comes, then there are chances that you need to help others representative. The workload would be more, so you need to be shown as a team player rather than doing your own work and then just get away from the work away. So this is not a good idea. So what should Jack do? He knows that there is no ideal employee, but each of these applicants fell short in areas that are critical to the successful performance of the job. So, my dear student, it is not always necessary that you know about the job. It is not always necessary that you know about all the major duties and responsibilities. There are some other generic skills which are very much important, and those generic skills make you a successful job performer. So, what the Jack need to do? Should he keep looking? This is a question which needs to be answered. Yes, the answer is yes. Jack should keep looking, but one very critical thing here, but not before he clarifies what he is looking for. If he is looking, he would look for whole of his life for an ideal candidate. But he has to confirm, he has to clarify what he is looking for, what kind of skills he are looking for, what are the basic requirements for this job. The requirements and the areas of responsibility identified in the job description are excellent indicator of skills connected to a job. So it is very much important to clarify the requirements and areas of responsibilities which you are identified in the job description, and these things are an excellent indicator of the skills connected to a job. And if someone is very good in the skills connected to a job, obviously there are high chances that that person would perform the job in a wonderful way. So you have to focus on the job description, but you also have to focus on the right fit between the candidate and the organization.